How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Pete's Carport. We're gonna have a little fun. I'm gonna show you guys something I just did. It might help you out there, and I also have some questions for you guys on removing this piece because I could not find a video or a tutorial on it, and I know someone out there knows this. Now, this is Dr. Dre, my 1995 Mercedes S500, and I wanted to tinker around with fixing some of the small things that have been broken, bothering me, and I didn't want to spend any money right now. So I could order a new part, but I wanted to see if we could fix this one. And I kind of came up with a solution. It's not a permanent one, but let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So the center console, the piece that kind of comes up in the middle here and is a storage bin, or in some cars, it'll have a dial pad in here. This thing will break and get stuck up like that, and you go to close it and it will just pop right back up. And that's because the inner pieces break off. And a lot of times here in Florida, all this plastic pieces get brittle, and I'm sure it even happens up north, or people try to pull this up without hitting this button, or they lock it accidentally and end up breaking the locking mechanism. Now, I know somebody had been in here before, because when I took this out, which there's on the 95, there's two screws located here. Now, I do have a parts car, which is a 97, and it seemed to be different, even though that one was all broken to pieces, where there were two screws here, and then behind that little piece, there was another two screws. This one just has the two screws, and from what I know, I just had to lift up and pull out. Now, there might be something I'm missing, because like I said, somebody had been in here before, and when I pulled this out like that, there were a bunch of broken pieces just sitting behind there, and that's actually what's sitting right here. So I realized this is going to be a lot more difficult than I thought to fix. There's no way to really super glue all these pieces back together, and I felt like that would just break anyway. So I wanted to think of a way where I could make this function again. If I got it back in there, how can I get it from staying up, where I can pull it down at least and use this and not have it looking really weird sticking up? Because I want to use this at car shows. Like I said, this is going to be my VIP car. I'm gonna eventually order a new one in, but for now, I wanted to get this thing to go down, and as you guys can see, it does go down, and I can pull it up and it stays up. What I ended up doing was, there's a spring on each one of these sides, and there's a little Phillips head screw right there holding a piece of plastic that keeps the spring bound in its place. So all I did was remove the plastic piece from one side. I kept the other side in. That way I would have some sort of retraction, but not enough to hold it up. Almost like if you had a trunk with only one of your hydraulic springs working, or a hood with one of your hydraulic springs working, it would still come up, but it would come up very slowly and fall back down. So that's kind of what I wanted. It works, and I like it. I'm gonna screw it back in. I can close it now, and if I wanna put something in there, I can access it. Now, obviously the button here doesn't work, and the locking mechanism doesn't work. So to make this thing a fully functioning piece, I would have to replace the whole thing. I think I found one on eBay for like 48 bucks, so not super expensive. I just have so many other things I need to order for this car, and I just wanted to get this out of the way. Hope that helps one of you guys out there. And like I said, fill me in if there's something I'm missing pulling that out, because mine was already damaged and it kind of just came right out. Let me know in the comments if there's something else you got to take off. I don't want to guide somebody the wrong way and they end up breaking theirs pulling it out. But from what I know, those two screws, and you just got to be very careful, like any of these parts, and I just pulled up and got it to come out. You guys have an awesome day, a blessed week, and I'll catch you on the next video.